like Ron was saying, every Wednesday we're going to drop a dub. So instead of just doing regular dubs, because I can't do a regular dub, I can't just rap on someone's beat. Like, I have to turn it into a song. So we were going through, and Ron and everybody is like getting all these beats, like, yo, you gotta do something on this, you got it. So it's like, we'd all be like, nah, I don't want to do that beat. I don't want to do that beat. So I got this beat, and I wrote the verse, because I was like, I know these guys are gonna like the beat. I played the beat for Ron, and I spit the verse today in the car, and he's like, yo, this is crazy. So we recorded it, I did my verse, and I told Sha I originally wanted her on it, but I'm still working out how I wanted her to sing on it and everything. She was down. I sent it to one of the mans from Keys and Crates. He's like, I remember he didn't hit me back fully at the time, and then I sent it to KJ, like I said, and KJ was like, yo, what is this? And I was like, you can put a verse on it if you want. Yeah. And then he sent it back, and Tutu's KJ's verses on it, and it just sounded crazy. Like, even when he said the denim line, it was over. It was over. That denim line's crazy. So like, I sent it back to them. I was like, yo, let me know what you think. And I got an email like, their opinion, it doesn't really fit the beat. And then like, everybody was like, I was like, I hit up a couple other people. I was like, maybe I'm just crazy, because I listen to my own music, but it's like, everybody, since my stuff's so different, it's like, okay, let me get other people's opinion. Everybody else was like, this is nuts, bonkers, blah blah blah, I want this on my MP3 player, blah blah blah. So there was some issues after, where it was like, there was miscommunication. Hit up one man, the man never hit up the rest of his clique. They didn't know about it coming out, blah 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 blah, whatever. But in the end, I spoke to a couple people, and they're like, I followed the proper procedure. I hit a man up, I said, yo, what do you think about it? Told him I was putting it out. I had the emails to follow that, paper trail, whatever you want to call it. In the end, I'm just doing music, and it's not like I'm not going to give you your credit. I look up to them, and I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. In the end, it's a good song. People bump it. There's numerous amount of times I go to see people, and they're like, oh, guess what I'm listening to right now? And I'm like, really? I'm like, are you listening to that because you know I was coming? Like, nope. It's on my CD player. It's the first song I wake up to every day. So it's like, okay, cool. I did a good job on it, and I'm happy it's out.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you're gonna take anybody's, music or whatever, you always want to do a good job on it.
Always hit them up. Always hit them up.
Because that is, and tell them as well too.
And I shouted them out. Even with that song, I had like so much fun recording that song. Like, had the verse memorized, went in the studio, one take, and that was it. Like, even my boy Frieza, shout out to Frieza, he was like, when I recorded it, he was like, I finished rapping, the beat was done. He's like, that's it? I was like, yeah, that's it. He's like, man, that was bonkers. I remember seeing him like swing around on the chair, like, okay, I gotta engineer this now.
That's hype, man. So, if you, where can people check you out online?
Okay, you can go to wolfj.com. That's the best way to get at me. All my links are there. I got a blog, wolfj.tumblr.com. All the music, if you want to get at that's wolfj.bandcamp. But honestly, if you really want to get at me, all my links are at wolfj.com. Follow me on Twitter. Everything's Wolf J McFarlane. Wolf J McFarlane's my full performance name. I know everybody goes Wolf J because they don't want to say the last name. But honestly, it's Wolf J McFarlane. You Google that, you'll find anything.
And once you go Google that and you do check out his links, you'll see everything is consistent. You see everything looks professional. You see, you notice that, and you're like, wow, this is like, it really, obviously, like, I tell this to artists all the time, man. If you want people to take your music seriously, man, you have
branding. Very important.
Exactly.
Companies are big because they have branding. You don't see McDonald's without the M. Simple as that. You don't see Nike without the check mark or the letter writing. So when you see me, you will see my branding.
Exactly. And being a graphic designer, a videographer, helps you do that. You know what I mean? Like I said in the intro, people dedicate their whole lives to each one of these things, man. How are you able to do all three and still, like, still do a good job? Because it does take time to do that.
I don't think about that.
What do you mean you don't think about that?
I'm literally like, okay, cool, you need an album cover done? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, tell me about your CD. Okay, cool. Get it done. Move on. Step. Make another step. Make another step. You stop to think about, okay, I need to focus on this, blah, blah, blah. Then you get drowned in one subject. If I continue to bounce, I evolve in all subjects at the same time. I'm not saying a jack of all trades, master of none. I'm a master of the ones I want to be a master of. Therefore, I'm the videographer thing, which I found funny that people started saying that I'm good at that. I was just literally something I started doing because me and Shane were working on so much stuff. I needed to document everything, and I didn't know how to really put out Upside Down Day without the branding behind it. You know what I mean? Like making people know that it's coming instead of just dropping a mixtape. Because at that time, I literally wasn't going out. I was like, me and Shane made a promise that we won't go to any parties. There's no reason to go out until this CD's done. Like, it's no point. So, like, we just locked ourselves in the studio. So, at the time, like, I was filming everything, and I just started editing it, found the branding for the adventures of everything, started putting out videos slowly, and then it was like, people were like, I didn't know you sang, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, how could you not know this? But then it's like, not everybody pays attention. So I got to put something out that everybody's going to pay attention to. So now I got people seeing that I rap and I sing. And then the graphics, I started like going in, like just like getting jobs, branding everybody around me. KJ started helping me. I helped brand him. Brendan branded me. Like then they were like my older brothers. They started helping me with everything, guided me, giving me wisdom when the time was right. And it was like, just started doing everything. Everything just kind of started falling into place. And at that point, as long as it falls into place, I just got to control it after. Yeah.
And when we talked, me and KJ talked in the studio here, he's telling me like, nowadays, man, and how you can really do everything independently. And KJ is saying like, yo, I engineer, I produce. I have my man Wolf, he does my graphics, and we have this guy who does this, and like we have a network of people, and we really don't have to go outside a network to get these things done, man. It's
that's what you need.
Yeah,
that's what you need, because it's like you start going to Tom and Dick and Harry, and then Tom doesn't take your craft seriously. Tom's loafing on something he's supposed to get done a month ago, and you're like, yo, this is supposed to drop today. Oh, really? And you're like, yo, my heart's riding on this. You're wilding. Like, I need you to get this done. If I ask you to do something, you need to get it done. Like, KJ hits me up for something. I understand. If he makes it, we all make it. It's a family. It's a unit. Like, we're really passionate about what's going on. I'm passionate about my branding. Like, if KJ does something, I want to make sure branding's there, so people don't look at KJ and they're like, well, you know, he works with Wolf, and Wolf's branding's better than him. Like, nah. Everybody around me, my clique, all their branding has to be proper. Like, if I could do it, why not just do it? Why sit back and be like, I don't want to do it. I'm going to do it for me. That's whack.
Yeah,
it's not a competition.
It is. Yeah, man, and that's how people have to think.
That's the problem. Everybody always thinks it's a competition. Like, it could be 5. I realized before when I was working with like a couple people, it was like 5 artists in the studio. Everybody's rapping. One man spits his verse. Oh shoot, I gotta go rewrite this. No, you wrote that for a reason. Spit that you have on your paper. You know what I mean? Like, unless the person's coming at the beat from a different angle where it's like, oh, true, it's a different topic. Oh, okay, I got to rewrite that then.
Okay.
But other than that, it's not a competition. Do you? People will appreciate you for doing you.
And man, I say this all the time, and I look at the people who are truly successful and truly happy and really making a difference are the people, and why people like them is because they're being themselves. Because every single person in this world, if they're truly being themselves, they're different.
Yes.
They're unique, and there's the one thing that you like about that person that makes them that different, that unique, that makes them different from the next person. And why is this? How come this isn't common knowledge? Or how come people don't act that way or do it that way?
Because common sense ain't common to come by, and at that point in time, you got to tell somebody, do you, because everybody else is taken.
Do you, because everybody else is taken. This next song, it's New Vogue. It's the OBGMS remix.
Oh.
People don't know who's OBGMS.
The Ooh Baby Gimme Mars. They are...
Okay, that's like, better to say than OBGMS.
I always mess up on the acronym. Don't get twisted. Let's see. I put out the CD, and I got hit up from a good amount of producers that wanted to do remixes. Everybody wanted to do a remix for New Vogue. And they were the first ones to hit me back. And like their remix was like, everybody heard their remix and was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna touch it then. I'm gonna work on something else then at this point. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. And one more time for people, where can they download the tape mix?
WolfJ.com. Get it.
wolfj.com. This is the Come Up Show that Feel Good Music lives. Real recognize real, keep it locked.